Hi, my name's Ben, and I'm a Melbourne-based director of photography. I recently got back from a trip to Tasmania with my boss Matt, where we were shooting some interviews as well as overlay footage for a TVC, as well as case studies that would appear on our client's website. In this video, I wanted to run through the equipment that we brought to shoot the project, as well as how it was all packed into our cases for airline travel. So let's hop right into it. The first bag we're going to look at is my carry-on bag, and that is the Shimoda Action X30. This is a bag that I've had for the last 4 to 5 years, and I've really enjoyed using it. One of my favorite features is the roll top on this bag, which allows you to expand the top portion of the bag, just in case you have some smaller items or like a jacket or something that you need to put in your bag along with the rest of your equipment. Another key thing that I love about this bag is the core unit that is removable from the bag. There's a few other brands that do the same sort of thing, but I really like what Shimoda's done with their line. So in the bag, you will find the core unit, which I've got in its kind of pouch, some batteries that you have to carry on for legal requirements for airlines, as well as the lens hood because it didn't fit in the core unit. So I'm just gonna pull those out now. And I'm just gonna pull the core unit out of the bag so we can get the bag off the table. When I travel interstate, I generally have my core unit inside its zippered bag. And the reason for this is that if I need to check my bag in at the gate for whatever reason, I'm able to pull the core unit out of my bag and then carry it on the plane with me without any equipment falling out of the core unit. So let's look what I brought. So to Tasmania, I brought the FS5, which has been our workhorse for 4 to 5 years now, or ever since it came out, however old it is. I think it's probably like 5 or 6 years old now. There's the monitor, the side handle, the Rode Wireless Go 2s, the top handle, SD cards, and finally the Canon 24-70 f2.8 Mark I. The reason why I've only packed these items in my camera bag is that in Australia, the airlines have a 7 kilo limit. So we're really limited to what we can bring on the plane. So this is a bare bones kit just to get me shooting in case the rest of my bags don't make it for whatever reason. I'm a really big fan of having pouches to organize your other smaller accessories and equipment. Here I've got a Kathmandu pouch, but there's some really great bags by Cord Bags, or I think RoboCup's got a couple of bags that are similar to those. They're great for keeping your equipment together, such as like batteries like this, and it means that you don't have to go fishing for them in your bag and nothing gets damaged in transit. So in this bag, I've just got the batteries, which are the BPU90, the Swit, I think it's the 65 watt hour battery, as well as 6 Canon batteries to power the small HD monitor that is in another bag. And the last thing in the bag is the lens hood. And the only reason why the lens hood isn't in the core unit is because it's a pretty tight fit and I didn't want to damage the lens hood in transit. And that's everything that I carry on in my bag. Again, as I mentioned earlier, in Australia, we're really limited to the amount of weight that we can carry with us as a carry-on item. We're limited to 7 kilos, and with all of this equipment here, I'm just a little over 7 kilos, like by a couple of grams. I didn't want to push it by bringing any more equipment on with me. But since I was traveling with Matt, we were able to kind of split the load in regards to what we were carrying on. So Matt brought the laptop to do the data dumps as well as any of the hard drives that we had as well. The next bag I want to talk about is this light stand bag. In this bag, there's a few light stands as well as some basic grip equipment. So I'll just get it up. First, we have 2 of these Lowell Uni 2 stands, which are these reversible lightweight light stands, which are great. Then we have 2 of these Manfrotto light stands, which you can clip together. In addition to these 4 light stands, we took a collapsible backdrop bar, as well as 2 tennis balls, which I'm actually using to light this setup. Now this bag I've had for a very long time, and it has gone with me on a fair few flights, as you can tell by a bit of the duct tape and the fact that it's starting to show its age. This is a bag that the equipment that needs a little bit more protection travels in. So let's open her up. I'll just lose these so that we can open completely up. So it's a bit chaotic here since I haven't unpacked this bag since I got back from Tasmania. But as you can see, there's a little bit of equipment here. First, there is a boom pole, which is necessity for getting good audio in interviews. Another light stand, a medium duty light stand, good for holding a 300D or similar, as well as the tripod here. So I'll just pop these back. In this lower compartment, have some headphones, which you should always have headphones to be able to listen to the interview so that you can hear what is being captured. A pistol grip for the shotgun microphone. The light dome 2 with its gel holder. Grip head and boom pole holder for the boom pole for the interviews. An A-clamp for grip stuff. Gaff tape and camera tape. Another layer of diffusion as well as the honeycomb for the light dome. XLR cable. 2 IEC cables for the flex lights, which I'll get to in a little bit. And in this pouch here, we have the 2 ballasts for the flex lights, as well as the 2 dimmers for the flex lights as well. In this top area, I have the 2 flex lights, as you can see. Diffusion for both of the flex lights. Apologies for the background noise. A CTO for the light dome, just in case we needed to warm up the Aperture 300D that we brought. The frame for the Westcott flex lights, as well as 2 articulating arms and a spigot. And some pliers. And that was basically everything that traveled in this rolling bag. All of this equipment came to just under 23 kilos, which is the maximum check-in allowance. We managed to fit quite a bit within this allowance, but having the flex lights was an absolute lifesaver on weight. This bag here, the 100-litre black hole duffel bag by Patagonia, is where the remaining equipment traveled, which wasn't lighting equipment. So let's go into it. As the name suggests, it's just a big bag that you can just throw a lot of stuff in. So as you can see, this bag housed the reflector. Just gonna throw this on the floor. My clothes from the trip. My AC pouch, some extension cables and power board. Always got to take a couple of extension cables and a power board with you, just in case. Toiletries. A bag with all the chargers. So the LPS6 charger, as well as the BPU charger for the Sony FS5. This bag is part of the Tenba BYO series, which is like a padded insert that you can put into backpacks that aren't camera bags. I found these are great to travel with more sensitive items that you need to pack in a bigger bag. As you can see, I have a thing for bags within bags to organize all my equipment. My Easy Rig Mini Max. And in this Mini Max bag, there's a couple of other items that I've put inside this bag to keep them safe. In this bag, there is the Small HD 702 monitor. And the Rode NTG4. A tech pouch with all of my cables and chargers and things to keep me charged on the go. An SDI cable, as well as the lapel mics for the Rode Wireless Go 2s. And that's pretty much all that were in this bag. And then in this top pouch here, I have another SDI cable as well as another set of headphones, because it's always good to have a redundancy just in case a cable fails or headphones fail or things like that. A cork ball, because you never know after a long day of operating where you need to get a cork ball into a sore spot in your back or something like that. So it's always good to have a cork ball on you. The last thing in my duffel bag is this exercise mat. The reason why I bring this exercise mat is that it adds a little bit more protection to the duffel bag, as the duffel bag doesn't really have any padding in it. And it also gives me a surface to do my stretches on before or after a day of shooting. To round out all of the cases that we had on our trip, the last case that we had was a hard-shelled suitcase that only had an Aperture 300D Mark II. Traveling by air with equipment adds another layer of complexity when it comes to packing, but it's a fun problem to solve. I hope you enjoyed geeking out on all the gear with me, and I'd love to know how you pack for your interstate shoots down in the comments below. If you like this video and would like to see more like them in the future, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, don't forget to hit record.